Alright, welcome to Dodgee's Garage. Dodgee, Jono. We have some things we need to do around the yard. Basically, we've got to get that diff out, which means that's got to be jacked up. But I don't know if you can see, it's on a bit of a hill. And right beside you there's an old V-dub Beetle body. That's a pain. This, I can't even, 1968, 69 Effie bump side ambo.
So I'll dump it on its ass and put some form of V8 in it one day.
We were going to do something with it, but it never eventuated. And I got an old Suzuki Sierra chassis sitting there, which is kind of in the way. So we're kind of stuck of how we're going to get that out without it falling on us, or how we're going to get all this other crap out of the way to get that down onto a level area, so we can jack it up and rip out the diff. And while we're doing the diff, I need the fuel tanks for my Effie. So, fun. So, I don't know. What was this all for? Oh, that was all that one.
Yeah, it's off that one. Then you've got your trailer, rusted out trailer on the side of it, which is in the way as well. Hey Bruce, there's the handle you need for yours.
Handle? Oh, yeah.
Except it only reaches the gas tanks on that one.
And it's
locked.
Yeah. So, let me show you what we've got to work with here. So, come on, yeah. So, we've got the ambo. It's an 85 Effie ambo. As I said, the 69, I don't think I've ever shown this. A 69 ambo. We're pretty sure it was an ambo. So 69 ambo. This is all fiberglass. See? Fiberglass, Johnny.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So it looks metal, but it's not. So it's only the top of the there and all that. That's actually metal. There is, and it's got barn doors for the rear. And all the front panels are actually inside. Oh, right. So that door's open, Jono. So there's the panels for it. The radiator support core is a bit meh, but bonnet and other stuff, bumpers, guards, they're all in the back of it. So it's fine. So that one I got as a wreck because it is completely rusted out along the firewall. As you know, or if you know of Effies, you know those firewalls there rust out. And that one's pretty much cactus. So that's half a bit if anyone wants to know. So we've got to somehow get that out from where it is. That was literally where we dumped it after it came off the trailer. That was a slow trip. And there's the Sierra chassis, which has no wheels. That's Jono's now, so but we can't move that. And there's the V-dub shell, which is, as you can see, it's kind of in the way. And then with that, we got a bloody Ford Prefect sitting in the way, or the 105E Anglia, or whatever you hell, Prefect, whatever you want to call it. And the Escort panel van front end. There's a Betty. So I don't know what we're going to do, and we're trying to think. Let's see if I can open this. So, here, hold this for me. See if I don't whack myself in the freaking head. Although this jams up, the shocks are really, really good. I'll smack you in the head. So what we wanted to do originally, two things I bought this for. One, it has all the fuel tanks. So 2 LPG tanks, 2 petrol tanks that I want for my Effie. Second thing is, and I'll show you this. This is why, apart from this lovely big ass rear door, the inside of it is good. And someone even put a wall unit in it. And this is an ambo, so obviously after it was an ambo, someone decided to turn it into a, I don't know, camp or whatever, and they put a wall unit in it. How cool is that? And it's got, oh, there's some bullet clips in there. Bulbs. So, that's stuck, damn it. So it's actually done up quite, well, it's not done up at all. And that's missing the cover. So there's a lift up hinged cover that's missing, but the door's there. But it's got the cabinets up here. Oh, check out the old speakers. Look at that. Ferris. Woo! King of the 70s, or no, early 80s. Ferris speakers. Look at that. Aren't they awesome? No, they're not. So what we're going to do is I want to turn this into a what the hell is that? Camper, because it's perfect for a camper. Like, this is what, 7 feet, 8 feet long?
Easy.
Easy. Perfect for a camper.
Well, I'm 6'1", so we can always test it.
Well, so am I. So I'm pretty sure it's 8 feet long. Perfect for a camper. You just have a fold-up mattress there that just folds up and holds in. And you got, oh, how does that go up? Oh, it does, look, more room. Oh, cool. This thing is awesome. So yeah, I wanted this as a camper, but I don't want to use, I mean, it's going to be heavy, obviously. We don't want to use the original chassis. We were thinking of that, but it's going to be damn heavy to try and fashion it into like the A-frame into the actual original chassis, which is a big C-channel, like freaking huge. So we're not too sure about that. So what we were thinking is, because I want to cut it off at the firewall, tin that, take the windscreen out, tin that, and use this front as a storage area. And if I could do it, have the doors open, I could pull out, and then have kitchen barbecue area on an actual slide out table, so the whole lot just slides out, drop some legs, badar, there's your kitchen. Probably way too much for me, I'll never get it done. But at least take the seats out and we can put stuff there, so I can then pull it out and make a kitchen table or whatever, just to store shit, while still keeping this as a bedroom. But we want to put this onto a box chassis, which means we have to separate it, which wouldn't be too hard. But will we ever do it? Well, of course we will.
Might be not this lifetime.
Maybe not this lifetime. Yeah. Maybe my second lifetime when I'm a freaking ant and I can just live in the corner. So that's why I wanted this, because there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's solid. Why scrap something that's perfectly usable? A few people have done it before. They've grabbed these off the later models. They're actually they actually come apart off the cab chassis, and you can seal it up and actually turn it into it. Whereas this one's not quite a separate unit. It's mounted or molded into the body, so
semi-sealed.
Semi-sealed wouldn't quite work here. But it's still, it'd be awesome. Be absolutely awesome. It's just a little cheap camper. So that was the plan. But at the moment, as I said, it's got two fuel tanks I want, which is the petrol fuel tanks to go into mine. Although I would love to have this as a camper. I mean, this little jump bloody stool's not exactly comfortable, but it's something.
It's better than sitting on the ground.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, it's got the XD, you reckon? XD seats?
Fs.
XFs?
Yeah, going by that trim, the maroon piping that looked like XF, and the seat, well, headrests.
It's the well, it's got the XEF steering wheel, and yeah, that dash is kind of similar to mine.
Yeah, for your American friends, our F-Trucks over here got a lot of Falcon parts as they're put together from knockdown kits.
That's, yeah, exactly. Because of our our what do you call it? The car industry, we have to have a certain amount of Aussie built parts into any imported cars, so or imported cars, anything. So a lot of Falcon bits actually made their way into the thing. So like the steering column and gear, keys, ignition switch, all that's local Falcons. Seats, indicators, all that sort of stuff is like local. It's just the basic outside that's your imported knockdown kit form. But this is such a cool little thing. I reckon it'd make an awesome trailer or camper. Yeah, it'd have to have brakes on it, which means the amount of cars that could actually use it would be limited because you'd have to have electric brakes. So it'd have to be a car that's set up for electric brakes. 2, damn heavy, but indestructible. So that's what we were thinking. Well, bottom line here, that's my feet almost at the door. So
Still another.
oh jeez, oh, no, what's that? I can't even reach the top. So that's 9 feet, I reckon. Perfect, perfect. Just reach up. Oh, you can have a little coffee machine there in the early morning, so you can have a little something before you can't open anything there. Before you bugger off outside. And with this door, it's your own little I mean, you'd have to have a section in here, but there's your awning, built-in awning. Oh, but it's just that's why I bought it. I thought, oh, awesome little jigger. But whether it actually gets done or not's another thing. But at the moment, we need the diff for Jono's ute. So, cold. Oh, this thing, these bloody shocks, I'll tell you what, damn. Nothing duck shit, Batman. So, yeah. So, perfect. Actual glass too, you thought they would have put perspex. Heavy duty. A lot of this stuff would have to be taken off and changed to lightweight, like Falcon stuff, because that is just solid steel. You don't need it. Not if it's a trailer. Probably even take these off and just put a sedan cut down like a ute bumperettes on the back, because it doesn't have to be.
Does it really need anything at all?
Yeah, I think it needs just little bumperettes, just so you can stick your stickers on that tells you, you know, don't come too close, piss off.
Piece of light box then.
Well, you can make up a light box, but then you just bolt on whatever.
Yep.
So I reckon it'd make a great little camper. I mean, it cost me what, 350 bucks? 500?
Oh, it wasn't even that.
500, 300 bucks. The bloke had to get rid of it because his ex was going to destroy everything in his yard or something else. So, but that's the plans we had. But as with everything around my place, I'm probably never going to get down around to it, even though.
No, didn't we get given that one? And no. Didn't we pay that for that?
Oh, that cost me about 500.
I swear we got this one for nothing.
No, I think it was about 300, 350.
I don't know. We took 2 different vehicles out of the place anyway.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we did.
What were we in?
My
Your ute.
My ute. Yep.
My trailer.
And we had to go back twice.
Did we?
Yeah, I don't know why we went up the second time.
Didn't go back the second time.
No, we went there. Then the second time we went and got this. I can't remember now. It's too many years ago.
Yeah, it's been sitting here for a while. A few years. As the thing is, few years, mate. Gonna get it done. Gonna never fucking get it done. Anyway, so. But we're just trying to figure out at the moment whether we're going to lift this up where it sits, which is sketchy, or we're going to move stuff around so then this can kind of go down to that level surface where the beetle is, or more level, and then we can rip it apart there. But to do that means we have to get that beetle up out of the way, and to do that we have to lift that and move that out of the way to get the beetle up here. So I don't really want to put it anywhere else. Bloody hell. So, I don't know. I can get my little quad bike to move that if it had some sort of front end on it. Unless we can lift that up onto the, no. If we lift it up onto the back of the quad, oh, it's raining.
It is. It's Dodgee's garage. I reckon we tie the front of this so it can't roll backwards, and we jack it up and shove some tyres under it.
Yeah. Oh, I've got enough tyres and rims around here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be... remember I said 2 o'clock it was going to rain? But we thought, nah, because the skies were half clear. Probably what, 2:05, and it's raining. So, they got it right. Shit. Anyway, well, I don't know. Depends on how we're going to pull this out, I guess. Oh, yeah, but see, once we pull this out, it ain't going nowhere.
No.
That's the other thing. Once it's ripped that out, it ain't moving. Ever. So it'd be nice if it was actually out of the way.
Well, it is.
I guess it is. Because whatever we do, well, I mean, later on we can put a trailer axle in under this, and then it can be moved. Because then we've got to move it somewhere and slice the front end off. But yeah, I'll have to rake around this, and we'll have to yeah, tie off the front. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's get out of the rain for a bit, and we'll think about it. Minutes later, it'll be a week for you guys, but we crawled in underneath while it's sitting here. We didn't do anything. Jono just did his usual and just crawled in like a rat. Anyway, there is the metal fuel tank. Let's get this sucker out of here. One of two. Oh, yikes. So that sits up inside the chassis because the 2 gas tanks sit on the outside of the chassis.
That's what I wish mine used to have instead of that bubby little 40 litre at the back.
Yeah. So, and that's that little... How the hell is that just sit on there? It must be glued.
And that stuff's still soft. Feel the rubbery stuff.
Yeah.
Really soft.
Emissions thing. I wondered why we had a hole in the top. And it's a emissions breather. There we go. And the right there behind you, straps. Where are they? They were behind you, weren't they? Oh, up above you.
Yeah.
So there's the straps. So in case you're doing an effie, the inside's a bolt, the outside is just a slide-in hook that you have to put in first, like a lot of fuel tanks have. Oh, so that's my big ass fuel tank. So that's what I'm missing out of my effie. It didn't have that. Uh-oh. And there goes the smelly old fuel everywhere. Oh, jeez. It doesn't have much in it, but...
You mean varnish?
Varnish. It doesn't smell... Oh. Oh, yeah. He's off. God damn it, I don't have a rag either.
A little lighter? I don't think it'll even light.
Oh, it's not too bad, but yeah, it's quite bad. Little light. Just a big ass flame coming out of this other side there, burning my beard to pieces. So that was a mission because
we can do that later tonight, people.
Yeah, a big piece of what's name sticking in your beard. There you go. Yeah, so that was a right pain because we haven't lifted the truck up yet. Neither of us could get our fat guts underneath there.
I couldn't even get my chest under it.
He can get his chest because the gas tank sits right here as well. So he's got this gas tank is a right pain in the ass. So the LPG tank sits right there, and you just can't, because you have to get right underneath into the other side, because that's where the fuel tank sits there. So that was fun. Not. So I think most of that stuff is still sitting in mine. They literally did what that was. They took out the fuel tank and left everything else sitting there. You can see just over there in the middle of the screen the fill pipe and whatever that other thing is, overflow. That's a little tube.
Little tube. Oh, the one. Oh, yeah, that's the breather.
Breather. So that's still sitting like that in mine, along with the wiring, I think. So I need those brackets. Look at the handbrake system inside there. Bloody hell, what a confusing lot of shit that is. And what the hell's all this other crap? So those lines, where the hell do those lines go?
That's all LPG stuff.
Oh, from this other tank, yeah, because there's the other tank there.
Yep.
Being just as low. So that one's been hit too. There's a big dent in the middle of it. This isn't look the best either, but
this one's. I think this one. It's right where the bolts are, so very possibly they just done it right and pulled it up.
Yeah, could be, but damn. So those gas tanks are going to come out because I don't even have them, and I don't want to stay dual fuel because that's just a pain in the ass to tune. And with the way things are at the moment, oh, there's another.
We've got a vehicle here.
Hey, have we? Visitors here? That there looks like another fuel gauge thingy. Wave at them. Who is it? Yeah, look at because of all these gas tanks and, huh?
It's Paul and his mate.
Oh, okay. Because of all these gas, I did tell him you were here. And we will be playing. Because of all these gas tanks in the way, there's nowhere really, to run it. So they've run that handbrake, as you can see, all through the actual chassis rail. Now this is another reason why I didn't want to use the chassis as the basis for the tow for this camper. Although now looking at the chassis,
we can get rid of most of that. Leave the leads.
It's not exactly heavy duty. It's heavy, but it's not heavy duty. Plus, just trying to mount this would be onto another chassis would be a right pain in the ass. But you see, it comes in. And what we do is along there somewhere we'd split it and turn it into an A-frame. But if we got rid of all the crap, leave a comment in the box. What do you reckon? Should we use this original chassis? I mean, it is quite chunky, but it's just a big C channel. Where is it? Oh yeah, you're looking at it. Yeah, it's just a big C channel, so we could use that as a. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, there isn't much room in here to get. This is the only part you can actually crawl through because I can't fit under that, he can't fit under that, so we have to lift it up to do anything. What a pain. But we got that fuel tank out, so that leaves a lot of room under there for fun and games. And I needed this exhaust crossover piece so I can run the dual system on my side, but it's got a big ass crack in it just there, so that might not be usable. Can be fixed, I guess. Yeah, I think it's got, I can't tell, can you see if that's a Y piece? Yes, that's a Y into a big single.
Little single.
I don't know, that's what, 1 3/4 inch?
2 inch.
2 inch?
Two.
That's not too bad.
It's over 2 inch.
Mate, I might put that on mine then. We won't wreck it.
You were complaining that.
I know. I want Jules to make it go rumble, rumble, rumble. But oh, jeez.
Well, I told him running straight out of the head.
Oh, holy crap! Anyway, that took all of 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Anyway, so that's that done. So that's one fuel tank. Oh, I can smell it from here. Smelly fingers. Ooh. Anyway, all right, that's one fuel tank out. I don't know what we're going to do now. I don't really want to start pulling those gas tanks out.
Diff, jack it up, brace it up, and cut the diff out with the grinder.
Okay.
We can't get to the bolts with the rattle gun and be buggered if we're.
Yeah, this has actually got a sway bar, big ass sway bar in it, which mine doesn't, because it's an 82. So big ass sway bar, which is bent. So let's figure that one out as well. And it's cool, yeah? Oh, okay. Paul's here. He tickled me. I'm trying not to move or anything. All right, we'll see if we can jack this up now, and we'll rip this. See if we can rip this diff out. You right there? Yep. Cool. Actually, might be a smoke break. Yeah, let's do that. All right, we've jacked it up. Very sketchy.
Yep.
Ground the brake. Huh?
Tyres on underneath.
Tyres on underneath. That's fine. We've got the old wireless angle grinder out. Cut the brake lines off. Sway bar on both sides instead of actually undoing it like a normal person. Shocks are out. Now this diff is actually undersprung. As you can see, it's under the spring. It's not over the spring. So if this drops out, that's it. So let's do some ugga-duggering, shall we?
I think there's one brake line we forgot too.
What, that one?
Yep, we did the handbrake.
What's that one then?
That's hydraulic.
Oh.
It's alright, uggy-duggy, you can grind that later.
It'll be tight by then.
And?
I guess that doesn't matter, does it? Alright, let's see if this works. Come on, Uggy.
Don't lose those nuts.
Awesome. Awesome. Ta-da.
Got these two still.
What?
Two on my side.
You want me to get this brake up now?
Yes, please. Do you need a hammer to see again?
Oh, that didn't take long.
No.
Alright. Oh. Oh, come around this side. Oh. Oh. Uggy Duggy?
Yes, please.
You
Still
Uggy.
recording.
Let's go Uggy Duggy. So, you know, perfectly good tyres. Down to the thing hitting the gas bottles, but hey, it's alright. One.
And it's stuck.
What are you unscrew it for? That's it, now knock it off. Just knock it off. Did it by hand, eh?
It's tight.
That's what she said. Okay. That's it.
Done.
Done. She's on the deck, I think. So we just need to tie a rope around that and drag it out. So that's it. Do we have any rope? Probably not.
I've got some somewhere.
Oh, god damn. Oh, hang on a sec. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, why did you run that for? Oh, I didn't do that.
You did. Hang on, you just...
Oh.
There we go.
Alrighty. Diffie outie. Oh, crap balls.
And no chrome sockets used.
Yeah, all heavy impact. Just use the old
See, Americans, you don't need chrome sockets.
chrome don't get you home, as they say. Oh, alright. No, I take it that was a spare tyre hole that fell out as well.
Just drop down, you knocked the piece of wire off that was holding it up.
Yeah, well. Oh.
Means we can get to the second fuel tank now.
Back out. Roll over.
To the underneath of the spare.
Alright, so that's... So we cut the links. Cut the brakes where they were. Shock, as I said, because they were sprung from under, they just dropped. Luckily, it wasn't over, because this is the all-terrain. Alright, so that's the just... Jesus, that is in. Oh, okay. That's just got... Alright.
Ugga-dugga.
Yeah, so that's alright. So that fuel tank has 2 straps, both bolted. Yeah, she's a tin. Okay. She's not too thick, unlike me. So yeah, probably better. Oh, freaking hell! Oh, dust. Oh, so that's about 60 litre, if that. It's fairly big actually. So might be an 80, I reckon.
No, too shallow.
So let's drop that. I'm going to work out where, if we drop that, we won't have to worry about this tyre rack because it'll slide forward. Problem is, where's the fuel filler and then all these wires that are going to it?
On top of it.
I'm going to have a look at that to see, because I don't know where the fuel filler, I think the fuel filler's over that side as well, on the passenger side, on the left side. So we'd have to undo that before we could actually do anything else. But this whole bracket in the back here, I'll have to check on mine to see whether I've got that. This bracket.
Hopefully that's where your gas tank's bolted.
Well, that's what I'm hoping as well. Because then that'll make it a lot easier to put this in if that's already there, because it's part of the chassis. So you'd think they would. Yeah, got some wires in there, got some tubes and stuff up there, you can see just there. We've got to disconnect that, which is probably easier if it's dropped down. And then once we undo the fuel filler pipe, that's going to be the hardest bit. That'll literally slide straight out the back, and we won't have to worry about this spare wheel holder. We won't have to undo it, because that is just going to be a pain. Because that's a really long nut. I don't know how long this one is. Can you guys see it? Tell me, is it a long nut or not? Yeah, that's about the same as the other side. And of course it's actually welded to the, what's the name there? It's just one big threaded rod. Yeah, okay, well that's kind of shafty. So I ain't gonna get that off. Yeah, same on the other side. As I said, if we drop this tank down forward, once you get the, what's the name, that should slide straight out the back, because that's more than enough room for it to slide out of. Oh, jeez, as you said, yeah, I can get the exhaust quite easily. Here. Actually, is that touching it? It is too. Oh no.
You gotta remember it's low at the front.
Yeah, I've got that stupid bracket up there as well. But yeah. Okay. Oh, there's the back of the fuel tank. Oh, the gas tank, which is very close to the. Yeah. There's room at the top. Well, that's alright. Now we can just put a trailer axle, just a hollow trailer axle in there to lift this up off the ground. Because we'll probably end up doing that anyway. But we've got about 15 minutes of light left, because it goes, the light goes 9 eyes by about 20 past 5 now, 5:30, which is not good. It's winter. So there's the other one. So I'll have to figure that out. Don't know how we're going to do that. But oh, trip over myself. Well, that's what you wanted to get done today, didn't you? You wanted to get that fuel tank out.
No, we wanted to get the fuel tank out for you, and I wanted this.
Well, my fuel tank, that's right. We wanted my fuel tank. And
I want the diff for the Falcon, because they happen to be within 20 mil of each other width-wise. Now, if you know anyone in Perth that re-drills axles,
now it opens easy.
that would be absolutely brilliant.
If you do what?
Someone that re-drills axles, because we need to re-drill it to Falcon stud pack.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't be sitting on this.
You live in that front window.
I'm literally balancing in the middle on the No one calls me a fat bastard and gets away with it.
Fat bastard.
So we need someone to... Oh, there's a U-bolt.
Yes.
Yeah, have a U-bolt.
I will. I need another nut.
So we need someone to... Oh, isn't it the same stud pattern? It's a Ford.
Yeah, but this is white. This is F-Truck Wide 5. It's a bigger pattern.
What, than standard?
Yeah, well, it's a standard F-Truck 5 stud, not
Isn't
the
not
Falcon.
Oh. But
Same stud. Like a half-inch stud.
I'm going to say, couldn't you just get axles to suit? Wouldn't that? It's a 9-inch. Just get standard 9-inch axles. Wouldn't they be the same?
No, the width, you got to worry about the width, costs. It's cheaper to get these drilled, and then modify on some Falcon brakes.
What? You don't trust the drums?
Not for drifting.
Oh dear.
Nah, you could imagine them going after a couple of laps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not to mention they're pretty nanky. But there we go.
At least they're not seized.
I don't know. Did we turn them at all? I didn't
Yeah.
turn mine.
I turned mine.
I don't know if mine rolled or not.
Mine rolled. Yeah, that's turning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Colours do, don't they? Well, that one does. All right. So that's it.
Cool. Maybe some 4.3s or 4.7 differentiators needed.
As I said, you got the iron centre there now. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
Just got to see if it bolts up using the same these, or do you have to move them in?
Yeah, I need to cut them and put them underneath.
Oh yes, because this is undersprung, not over.
Yep.
Oops. Okay. Well, I am absolutely nuggeted now. I'm dripping. I'm dripping sweat because I don't do a lot of work.
No, he sits on his ass driving a truck all day.
Sits on it.
I sit on my ass working spanners all day.
That's it. But hey, that's kind of done now. All right. So, where's that chair? There it is. Well, that's pretty much it. That's things we wanted to get done today. Was jack this up.
Fuel tank out, diff out.
Fuel tank, or at least one fuel tank. Now I can get that one easy enough. Get this diff out. Now I can easily get in there and play. So that's. It keeps looking like it's low. It's falling, but it's not. Well, that's that done. So that's pretty good. Oh, look at these bloody plants.
That thing just keeps growing.
Ground drawers. Well, they went this far when I put the bloody this thing in there. This thing's money.
Yeah, it's too far gone.
It's going to take a bit. Anyone want a Bedford camper?
Needs a new chassis too, because it's just made out of pallet racking.
Chassis, that pallet racking only goes to here. Swaps for something that is cool. Because I'm never going to get around.
He'll take a couple of bottles of alcohol for it.
Give me some alcohol. I'm going to need it. Because I'm not going to get this done with all the work. Even though it would be so cool, I'm never going to get around to it. It's going to be hard enough getting this. And this is bigger. This would actually be worth doing.
No, we'd run out of room in that too quick.
Yeah. It'd be cool at car shows, but it's just sitting out here is not good for it. It wasn't the best when I picked it up out of the field. So that needs to go. So if anyone wants to swap the old CF Betty arse end trailer, you might need a trailer, or if you're really keen, just get some rims thrown on here, hook it on, and once you're out of here, I don't care. But yeah, we can get this going, but we'll see. But what are we going to do with it now?
What's that? What?
Yes. I'm too stuffed to lift that in the back of your bloody...
I was going to say, it can stay there.
Throw it in the box trailer.
Yeah.
That'd be easier.
Yeah, we'll grab the engine crane.
No, we'll just lift up one at a time. I can do that, but it's just
Okay.
up into the box trailer, up in the box trailer, and then...
Hey, we might be even con Sean to come and give us a hand.
Yeah, get your brother out here to do something. That'd
He
be
can't,
nice.
he's got young Carl.
Let the kid in the seat come out, and it's done. Anyway, that's
Carl
it.
Carl would rather be out here playing in the mud.
Anyway, that's it for today's little instalment. I don't know what we're going to do next. I might come out here tomorrow and see about pulling this tank out.
Yeah, it is a long weekend.
yeah. I should be doing the Beamer, but
Humidity's way too high.
it's wet all the time, so you can't really sand it and then just leave it because I can't paint it. So anyway, then we'll do it for today. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that other stuff that people keep yapping on about. And leave comments and whatnot. Oh, take that out now. Put that inside so I didn't grind bloody sparks into my beard. Whew. All right, that'll do it. All right, see you next time. Yoo-hoo.